So it's a really amazing day. I think seeing what the startups have been able to achieve over the last 6 months is really impressive, really amazing to see it come together and have so many people from the industry, from around Switzerland, from abroad, come here to see what they've been doing. And for me, that's one of the most successful events I've seen in the Swiss startup ecosystem, and especially in the fintech market.
You can realize that the initial idea is not exactly the same they have today, but still they really could use the time together with the clients to shape it, to really address a clear need and therefore really create value with their solution.
When we started, we were 3 partners, right? It was 6, Julius Baer and PwC. In the meantime, we also onboarded Baloise, Generali and Anyfinance. And I think now with 6 corporate partners, we are quite well back. There is banks, there is financial industry providers, there is insurance companies.
It's just amazing to see the innovation, the disruption, the culture, how much you can achieve if you really focus. So it's really characterized by great learnings.
Better than expectation as far as who they were and how hard they worked with our corporates and with each other. That was kind of one of the best surprises we had in the program was, the startups working together.
I thought, why do we have to go to an ATM or a bank? Why can't the ATM walk up to me?
We have both direct and indirect competition in the space. What differentiates us is the artificial intelligence. Because of that, we're able to exactly simulate the environment in which a banker operates.
And I see, how the teams, how they developed from having some PowerPoint slides to get to a real product, to get customers, to really tested out their idea. That's amazing.
You really see seeing is believing. We read so much about it in the market that this technology works, this technology you can. When you come here, when you work with the startups, you really see how they are making those technologies to work.
The first time I was in here about a year ago, it was very early stage, and I saw very early stage startups at the PowerPoint phase. And I think it's grown so much in the year that I've been coming through. Now we have fintech luminaries out here. We've got Mark Lucy and Spiros Magaris is here today.
F10 does a great job of supporting the fintech scene and the startup scene in general in Switzerland. And as we see now with some pitches, those startups they have an international view, and I think that's the future. I mean, Switzerland is great, but we need to have a global focus.
It's a great way to meet as many startups as possible, be it just as a learning experience to get to know the culture because they work differently. There's another mindset.
I think some of them are on the tipping point between being a startup and being a company. We are now with 4 of the startups in very close contact to do some proof of concept.
We now start working together with them and we'll continue our collaborations with them even beyond the program. I think it helps them to think about new ways of approaching their own parts of their business. They come from all different departments, be it distribution, be it claims.
I think what we've taken away from this is a methodology that works in bringing startups to the market, and based on the prototypes that we have here, it's clear that this is a successful methodology.
At the end of this program, I think the future looks very bright, right? It's like just this morning, Andy was able to negotiate with 2 additional corporate members that they will join F10. So we will announce that very soon, and also we have already more than 100 startups which registered for the next batch.
I mean, the world we are in with banking, with insurance, that's really something which will develop further. And in that sense, I'm really curious to see what those new ideas are. And I'm very sure also those ideas will develop greatly from the first day until the last day of our F10 program.